wanted to do a recording of me so that when they can show this to other folks, but it should just be me popping up. So it'll say record on the corner. It'll send it to Mallory's cloud because that's the account I'm using.
Okay.
And whoever's spotlight will be on there, just so you guys know. So hip flexor.
Sounds good.
Back both sides.
Is it recording right now?
The leg that's down. Yeah.
So should we all stay muted?
No. It'll still stay on me because usually when you do a usual recording, it'll pop between whoever talks. But when you
Got it. This one's gonna only stay on you.
Yeah, or whoever the moderator chooses, aka the boss. All right, let's go for the little bit of pigeon stretch here. See if you go knee down in front, back leg straight, and breathe. There we go. This is, by the way, this is one of Pablo Suslin of Simple and Sinister fame, / Kettlebell Strong First. Also one of his favorite stretches there. Tight here on that rear leg, lean in if we need it, and breathe. What's going on, Denise? Professor.
What's up, brother? I'm here.
Hey, Scott, how you doing?
Doing fantastic. Got myself a worm in there.
It's nice. I'm still wearing a sweater, though, as Andrew pointed out. Make sure you guys got to represent the access. All right. We go other side here with our.
There you go, brother.
Is it? Jody, the special guest. Yes. Did it. Jody did a Spartan race over the weekend here. It's quite the experience. I know, right, Professor? All right, once you guys got that, see if you go hands on the ground, knees out, elbows down, slowly rocking back. So it's going to be an inner thigh stretch here. And for Professor and myself, this is actually our 6-year training anniversary today. Yeah, so let's try to figure out, how many swings, how many ball slams is that? We're thinking it's somewhere close to 2,800.
Something like that.
Yeah. We had to do at least 10 a session. So that's like low side. That's low ball, ball slams and swings. On the higher end, we're 10,000 deep here. All right, and then maybe you guys sit up here, knees together. Keep one slightly apart, and then one leg goes out straight, if you can, to the side of you. Toe up or toe down is fine. Rock back, you should feel the inner thigh stretch, and then rock forward here. All right. Breathe it out. The dogs are attacking. And then, Jody, later on, I do want you to give us a recount on your Spartan race experience. Not yet, though. Good. Everyone's excited. We'll switch here, other side. Leg out, knee out, rock back, rock forward. So this inner thigh stretch is, I remember being recommended by this guy who wrote a book called Flexible Steel, another kettlebell guy. And then he said, doing this stretch will put you on the path to doing a front splits. Just saying. That's one of your dreams, Spartan races, front splits, get-ups. Right in there. Matt. All right. Go seated here. So this is a good sipper here for any of our sipping folks. Feet as wide as you can get them. Posture up, stack your hips on top of your, underneath your legs there. And then you're gonna go for a reach on one side, hamstring, a little bit of inner thigh, breathe. The important thing is just to reach for it. You don't have to touch it, just gotta reach. A couple deep breaths there. And then I'll have you switch right to the other side here. Same idea. Reach, breathe. And so in that same book, what I recommended for, let's see, there's front splits and there's side splits. So I think this is a side split, the Chuck Norris of splits. Recommended doing this in water or in sand if you're trying to increase your flexibility. Water, that's about, waist deep. You don't want to be underneath, but you'll be able to be more flexible because you'll be unloaded. Or sand, because you just dig yourself in there and get a little deeper each time. I haven't tried that one though. One day though. So maybe you guys switch back to the other side. This time, so you got hand reaching or touching. Once you got that, then you get the opposite hand to reach over. Long, deep breath, the dancer stretch. If you can get that hand to touch the other hand, go for it. Repertoire. But the idea is to reach. This is lats, this is QL. Breathe. Send some air to that side. And then switch sides. Same on the other one. Toe. Give me that big reach. Go across and breathe. Long, deep breath here. Two more. Good. One more big one here. Nice. All right. And then keep that stacked shoulders, hips, toes flexed if you can here. Then bring one leg in. Go for the hurdler stretch, track hamstring. So that's, again, toe touch there. Reach across the other one. That's not enough. Still not enough. Turn that toe out, away from you. Then keep that reach going there. Breathe it out. Let's see how deep we can get in there. A couple more deep breaths here. The gym is looking great, by the way. Just so everyone knows, still here. It's looking better every week. Cleaner. I don't know if you guys caught the video from last week. Maybe have you go and switch, or I think it was Monday or Tuesday. One of those days. It was a disinfecting guy with the music, hazmat suit, blasted everything.
I thought that was Jody.
Breathe it out. Might have been. Everyone's got to, make do here. Tough times, take on second, third jobs. Breathe. All right, there we go. Maybe you guys go from that. Let's go into hands, knees here. Get the cat camels going. Flex first, chin down. Head down a little bit, and then chest up, hips back, and breathe. Good. We'll just alternate those two. About 8 reps is what you're looking for. Press into the ground as you get in that cat. Hips back, chest up. Extend as you're coming down. We'll keep rotating with those two. A few more here. Inhale. Even. Exhale.
There.
So hands out, butt back, reach long. Good. Lat stretch. A little bit of inside. If you want to go knees out and butt back. And then if you need more of a stretch on the lats, reach across towards the opposite hand and then sit back from there. All right, Sergio and Saul in the house. Good stuff. Way to go, guys. Fresh off their Spartan race. You sent me some explicit pictures right before.
Right there.
Even there. If you saw 2 sweaty guys running down the street not so long ago, that
was us. I think we earned nothing but sipping for today, yeah?
nice. Go for it. Let's go. Let's get the thread to needle stretches, a little bit of shoulders. So we did a little bit of extension. Now we're going for flexion. So you're going hand underneath towards the opposite shoulder. Reach as long as you can. Sit back. Once you reach as long as you can, pull away from that side. You're getting the rear delt. little bit of upper back. Hold there for 2 or 3 deep breaths here. And we'll switch it up right to the other side. Reach underneath the hand, towards the other shoulder. Rock back, away, and breathe. All right, it's good. And then I'll have get the world's greatest stretch / the Spider-Man stretch. Hands on the inside of the leg. Back leg straight if we can. Elbow towards the ground if we can. Both elbows maybe if you guys can. But either way is fine. Just as long as you're reaching, getting that inner thigh to stretch out. Then, yeah, rotate towards same side. The leg is up. Give me 8 rotations on each side. Breathe. Try to look at your hand as you rotate it up. Trainer favorite for sure.
Yeah.
All right, switch here, other side. I'll give you guys the other view here. So we're going one leg forward, one back, both hands on the inside, shoulders low. Okay, back leg straight. You want to get inner thigh, you kick that knee out a little more and drive your elbow down. You got that, then rotate, same side. Look at the hand there. Keep the breathing going. Nice, all right. Go back to hands and knees there, and then I'll have you guys go into a plank to down dog. We're looking for hamstrings and glutes to get stretched here. So here, kick out with the legs, 1, 2. Give you guys the profile. Pike the hips up, drive those heels down as much as you can. Hold, 3, 2, 1. Come back down, hold, 3, 2, 1. Okay, alternate between these two. Press through those palms as much as you can. They come back. Nice. Keep going. Inhale here as you go up. Exhale as you're going down. Shoulders low, glutes tight, abs tight. Nice. Keep going. Let's get a few more there. Kick heels towards the ground. You don't need to get them there, but just think about it. All right, here we go. One more. Uno más. And got it there. Good. All right, now we'll go for the 90-90 stretch here. Last one, I'll have you guys on the ground. So that is shin right in front, 90 degrees. Make a 90-degree angle with that back leg. Once you get in that posture, try to get stacked up, right? So belly button over the hips. That's what I was trying to say before here, right? Lean in towards that front leg. You feel on the outside, the glutes on that front leg, and breathe here, okay? You need some more, keep reaching. Still need some more. Reach underneath your arm towards that leg that's in front. Yep, perfect. You guys got it. Nice. Breathe it out. See if you can sink a little deeper. More here. Good. Use that breathing. One more. All right. Stay on this side here, but just try to turn, rotate towards the other leg, right? You're rotating towards your other leg. Grab your shin. Grab some hamstring there. Lean in towards that side. This is your internal rotator. Try to stretch that. Might not feel as deep of a stretch like you did on the glute, but as long as there's not a pinch there, that's okay. You're just going for the movement, right? It's just turning in towards that leg. Lean in. Breathe. Good. 2 more deep breaths here, and then I'll have you guys switch legs here. If you can do it without having your hands touch the ground, extra points. Look at that. Ooh, tricky. All right, lean in towards that front leg here. Keep holding. Nice. Breathe it out. And then once I get the second set of the hip flexor stretch going again, and we're holding that, I'll cue it to Jody here to tell us about her Spartan race, starting with the run, followed by the body exercises. Not yet, though. Not yet. All right. And turn towards the leg. The other leg here, sorry, the internal rotator, right? So we want the leg that's in back, turn towards that one, and breathe. Call it. Breathe it out there. You kind of think a little bit of side bend there too. All right, good. Maybe I sit up here, hands, knees. If you guys can, then we'll go a half kneeling hip flexor. If this is too easy for you, you can pull that back foot up or elevate. That's an option. Otherwise, right here is good. Tuck the hip, crunch the ribs down, reach up, breathe. A little bit more than before here. And whenever Jody is unmuted and ready, we're ready to hear about her experience.
Such a good intro. Thank you, Sergio. It was super fun. Honestly, it was hard. I didn't think I was going to be able to do it, honestly, but I'm glad I did. I ran in San Mateo by the bridge and did the bodyweight movements at the beach too. So scenery helped and it was nice. Thank you for the push. It definitely wasn't going to happen without that public announcement.
There you go. Prove it. If you guys didn't switch sides, make sure you did. Calling people out, it works.
It really did.
You guys Jody's workout, I think she posted the body weight portion online, and she did log that she ran her 5K too, just to prove it. Or she like put it on one of her dogs, let him run, take him down later.
That's actually a good idea. I should try that next time.
All right, good. And then you guys can do this either kneeling or standing here. Hands interlocked behind the back here, shoulders back. Pull the hands down towards the ground, tilt the head. Breathe once you're there. Rolling those shoulders back. We're driving the hands down towards the ground. Upper traps is what you're feeling here. And then rotate from chin down and then chin up. And then just try to notice what feels tight or tightest, or where do you have some resistance there. So for me, it's right in front of the neck here, your SCM here. I can't pronounce it though, it's too big of a word. Andrew might be able to help me on that one.
I'm going to pass on that.
Hard pass, there you go, good. All right, trainers, not good at long words or counting. Interesting. All right, go to the other side here, tilt the head, chin down, and chin up. Breathe it out here. I take you guys through about 3 or 4 standing exercises here, or mobility stretches. I'll have Andrew take it for some activation, as he calls it, as we call it in the biz. That is,
Yes.
industry. Right, you guys standing here, feet wide, toes straight ahead. Hips back, let's get the inner thigh stretched out. A little more movement happening here. But yeah, I think like I was mentioning last week, I was reminded that for those of you not used to repetitive conversations, this is Sergio training experience. So I guess there's 320,000 trainers in the US. I was blown away by that little factoid there. It's a lot. It's a lot of people. That's the industry there. Hips back, reach, inner thigh. If you guys get the foot up, get a little deeper with that. That works. It's the hamstring, that's the adductors. Good. And then yeah, if you want to use the ground, get a little more mobility off of that, you can. There we go. Nice. All right, a few more here. Good. All righty, and then we'll go split stance here. So we'll go one leg forward, one back. Just try to drop down 3/4 of the way down. One hand reaches up, other one's reaching down. I like the same side of the leg that's down to reach up. Other one comes down. Go 1, 2, and 3. So you go down, 2, reach up, other one reaches down. Good. And then 3, same idea, both toes straight ahead, sink down, keep that posture, get stacked. Breathe, reach, hold, perfect. Nice. Gonna switch right to the other side. Split squats. Glute tight here. One hand reaches up, other hand reaches down, sink down, deep as you're comfortable with, hold it, back up. Definitely an underrated exercise, I think, the split squats. Tougher to balance, good mobility, nice. Here we go, one more. Breathe and reach. All right, nice work, folks. All right, last one we'll do is a little bit of a single leg here. So we'll go one leg going straight back, kind of like that single leg deadlift here. You don't want to do a single leg balance. You can have that leg slide back, you're hinging, and then come back up. So the idea is just get a single leg hinge. Slide, or you can go for that full balance. Heels reaching, bend forward, find the bottom there, pull, bring yourself back up. Let's go 5 each side. Hands can be out, hands can be close, wherever you feel most comfortable here. But neutral spine, kick the leg, brace, breathe, back up. Nice. 2 more there. Nice. All right, one more. Reach back, breathe. We're up, and then we're switching. Here we go. So for me, my weak side is definitely my left ankle. Weak side, a little stronger swing. Yeah. The dogs multiply.
Hey,
One more here. All right, go and shake that off. A little water, stay hydrated. Nobody overheat here. And I'll kick it over to Andrew here for our next portion.
Cool. Can everybody hear me?
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. All right. So first, before I get started, I just kind of want to take you guys through something that I experienced with stretching and a little bit of tendon inflammation, just to let you guys know how important stretching is. You know, with the whole shelter in place, I've been working out a lot and running a lot and doing a lot of different types of cross training. And I started developing some pain in my knee. And what it made me think was, is there something structurally wrong with my knee, or is it something else? And usually with a lot of my clients and trainers and friends who ask about joint pain, it's rarely structurally, you know, something going on. It's usually soft tissue work, muscular. So for example, my knee, I was having some pain right above my patella tendon, and that immediately made me think of the quad tendons. You know, the quad, we have 4 muscles on the top of our thigh. They all kind of connect to the quadricep tendon, which connects to the patella, and then the patella tendon then connects to the tibia or the shin. And I wasn't stretching in my quads enough, and that was causing inflammation in the tendon because it was pulling right on that attachment point on the bone. And once I started stretching my quad out more and rolling it and hitting it with the hypervolt and just really paying attention to what I was doing, the inflammation went down, and within 2 or 3 days, my knee felt so much better. So it just shows you that a lot of times with the elbow joint or the shoulder or the hip or the knee, most of the time when you're feeling pain, you can address it through soft tissue work, which is what Sergio's teaching us and teaching you guys, and what I'm trying to teach you through a lot of the activation work that we're doing, is that you know, we can alleviate a lot of pain and a lot of joint pain through stretching and rolling. And like I said, if you have a hypervolt, those things are, they're magical, they're great. And stretching and all these things that we're doing really helps with joint pain as well. So just something to keep in mind going forward. So I know Sergio has been doing a lot of stretching. What I'm going to do with you guys right now is just take you through 8 exercises, 8 reps each, really simple. And these aren't going to be stretching. They're more core, glute, and hip activation. So when you do end up working out, everything's kind of warmed up and loose, and it'll make the stretching a lot more effective. So 8 exercises, 8 reps each, super quick, super simple. You can do it in the morning, you can do it in the evening. This kind of flow that I've been kind of tweaking over the past month or so started off as kind of a golf specific activation flow, and it kind of turned into something that you can use not just for golf. You can use it for any population can use it. It's just a really good sequence and flow that you can kind of you know, get through pretty quickly, and it's super effective. So we're going to start off on our back. So the sequences kind of go from lying straight on your back to kneeling to standing. So kind of goes through the whole process of activating your body from the ground up. So we're going to start on our back. We're going to do 8 single leg drops per side. So I like to have my palms down to use for a little bit of support. I'm going to have both legs come up, and I'm going to drop my right leg, 8 reps. Try to keep your core tight. Focus more on quality of movement, nice and slow. Go 8 reps on this side. Try to keep your toes pointed, quads flexed. That's 6 for me. I'm going to go 2 more on this right side, and then I'm going to switch. You guys can take a break if you need to. Again, use your hands on the palms down on the ground to help you stabilize yourself. Now I'm going to go 8 reps on my left leg. I'm sure you guys can feel it, a lot of core activation going on, core stability. Go 2 more on this side. Again, really focusing on quality of movement. And with the heat today, I'm already breaking a sweat, so I'll take a quick break for a second. And then we're going to stay single leg here. We're going to stay on our backs, and we're going to go single leg hip bridges. Again, 8 aside. Really drive your heels into the ground. Some people like to extend this foot up when they're doing it. I'm just going to go 8 on this side. You can also bend this knee if that makes things a little bit easier. So a lot of glute activation here, a lot of hamstring activation, getting those hamstrings engaged. I'm going to go 4 more on this side. Try to keep your hips very level. Don't let the heel that's up in the air, don't let that side of your hip drop. And if you feel a little bit of strain on your hamstring, you can pull that heel closer to your butt. That's it for me on this side. I'm going to take a couple deep breaths. Then I'm going to switch to my other leg. Again, I'm just going to have this knee bent right in front of me. That's a little more comfortable for me. Then I'm just going to drive with this right hip, right hamstring, and go 8 reps here. Again, focus on quality of movement, nice and slow and controlled, hips level, core stable. And 1 more. Good. And then we're going to work on some T-spine, thoracic spine mobility. Instead of just doing a stretch like an open book stretch or a twist, I'm gonna have you lay on your back, again, palms down or palms out to the side, whichever is more comfortable to you. Knees up at 90 degrees. And I'm just gonna drop my knees down to one side, choose a side first, I'm gonna go to my right first. I'm gonna let my knees get right till they're about 2 inches off the ground. And then I'm gonna use my core to bring myself back up to neutral. Then I'm gonna drop down to the other side. Use that core to bring your knees back up to neutral. We're gonna go 4 reps per side, so 8 total. So you're getting a lot of core activation here, and then you're also getting at the bottom a lot of T-spine mobility work, which is always good. 4 more for me, counting each rep. 3 more. 2 more. Couple deep breaths there. We got 2 more exercises on our backs. This is kind of one for coordination, proprioception. We're gonna just do a simple set of dead bugs. Arms straight up, knees 90 degrees. I'm gonna drop my right hand behind me and my left leg is gonna extend out in front of me. Again, quality movement, nice and slow. I'm gonna alternate 8 total, so it's just 4 reps a side. Two more for me. And last one here. Body should be feeling pretty warm now. And we're just gonna finish off our 5th exercise, just a straight arm, straight leg, sit up with a big shoulder extension at the top. So I'm just gonna put my arms in front of me, sit up, and I'm gonna drive my arms back as far as I can, sit up as tall as I can, drive those thumbs to the wall behind me, and then drop back down. We're gonna go 8 of these. Sit up, reach high, reach behind you, deep breath in, exhale on the way down. 8 reps total. I got 3 more here. Again, core activation, shoulder extension. So we're working on shoulder mobility here as well. Big stretch there at the top, and we're good. So I'm gonna take a couple deep breaths here. And then we got just 3 more exercises. We're gonna get up to our knees. And I'm gonna kind of go sideways here. Instead of just a standard active or passive hip flexor stretch, we're gonna stay 90 degrees with the knee out in front of you, 90 degrees with this heel, get that knee stacked right under your hip. And we're just gonna rock back to your heel, fire this glute at the top, little 2-second squeeze, and then drop back down. We're gonna go 8 aside here. So rock back, all the way back up to 90, fire this glute, drop it back down. And when you fire that glute, you might feel a little stretch in the front of your quad, and that's perfectly fine. also working on hip flexor mobility. So a lot of these movements that we're doing are incorporating activation of a muscle group and then mobility of the same or opposing muscle group. So we're getting glute hamstring activation here, hip flexor mobility up in front. 2 more on this leg, and then I'm gonna switch and do 8 on the other side as well. So again, I'm gonna start off knee stacked over this ankle, hip stacked over this knee that's down, rock back, fire that glute, fire that hamstring, feel that stretch in the quad and the hip flexor. So we're not doing a lot of reps on all of these, we're just focusing on balance, posture, and again, quality of movement. I got 3 more. And when you rock back, if that front toe wants to come up off the ground to get yourself a little bit more range of motion, that's fine as well. We go 2 more here. Good. Now we're gonna get to standing. These are gonna be some hip hinging exercises. Again, hamstring and glute activation. We're gonna start with the easier version, both feet on the ground. Just gonna do a set of good mornings. We're gonna do 8. Feet about shoulder width apart, right under the hips. Put your hands, you can put your hands on your hips or behind your head, whatever's comfortable for you. I'm gonna keep them on my hips. I'm just gonna hinge forward, a little bend in the knee as far as you can. Feel stretch in your hamstring, and then just stand. So as I lean forward, I'm gonna push my pelvis back, feel a nice stretch in the hamstring. And instead of standing up with your quads, I want you to feel like you're pulling with your hamstrings. And then when you're up here, have your glutes be tight at the top. 5 more. So with any hinging exercises, if you're working with your trainer or working out at home, anytime you're hinging, I want you to feel like you're in the concentric part of the movement. So as I'm standing, I want you to feel like your hamstrings are shortening instead of pushing off with your quads. So hamstring should be firing here, glute should be firing here, a little lower back. 2 more for me. Good. Couple deep breaths, and then we're just gonna finish off with, we're gonna change that up to just add a little bit of balance, a little bit more challenge here, and do a set of single leg RDLs, 8 aside, no weight, no balance, no knee raise. Just gonna keep everything stacked. Again, I'm gonna keep my left foot planted, and have both hands reach down on either side of my foot, maybe 2 inches in front of me, back straight, back leg straight, good posture, chin up, chest up, stand. 8 per side. Same thing with the previous exercise. Really feel like you're pulling with your hamstrings and your glutes rather than driving up with your quads. A lot of balance here, posture, core activation, glute activation. Two more for me on this side, and then I'm just gonna switch and do 8 on the other side, and then you guys are good to go. I'm gonna shake that leg out, that hamstring a little rub. We're gonna go the other side. 2 hands in front of me, a couple inches out in front of my toes, and I'm gonna stand. One thing you can do if you want to do these at home, or if you want to make it more of a challenge, I'm going to do 4 reps with a little bit of balance here. So I'm going to come down single leg RDL, and instead of putting this foot down, I'm just going to swing it forward and raise that knee up in front of me. A little bit of balance. 2. 3. And last one here. Good. So 8 exercises, 8 reps, super quick, super effective, good for movement before your workout, post-workout, whatever, whenever you feel like you need it. Great flow to work through. I'm gonna pass it back to Sergio now and finish off with some more stretching. Thanks, guys.
All right, thanks, Andrew. Thanks for giving us the Ocho program there. I like it.
Yep,
Just
8 by 8.
dynamic mobility here. So we'll go for shoulder circles. Since everything's primed, ready to go, we can start speeding up our mobility here. Go forward. The last 5 minutes here, and then we'll go backwards. And then again, even when this position, you also, or this kind of stretching, you do want to keep a slightly engaged core, right? Think about your abs. Don't want too much extracurricular movement in the spine or hips. Nice, and then try to hug it out here. So we'll go cross arms in front. Try to switch each time to a little bit of a chest stretch as you come back, especially for me. Here we go. Nice. And then we'll do a little bit of the same with the legs here. So we'll start with a leg swing, straight leg, like a pendulum, kettlebell swing, forward and back. Hamstring is what you should feel as you go up maybe. Keep a little bit of core, that'll increase. And then as you find your balance here, or if you're stable with something to hold on to, then go bend and extend, get a butt kicker, right? So you're going heel, coming up towards the glutes. Keep breathing there. Nice. Good. And then same here, other side, straight leg first. Get the hammies. Breathe. Nice. And yeah, hopefully after putting this all together, we're all feeling a little more energized, a little more loose, ready to go. I definitely am. Or even recovered like Surge Rod and Saul right there. Bend and extend there, flex. Good. They're down in San Jose, San Jose. That's pretty hot down there. The valley as they call it. Good, keep breathing there. Nice, and let's go leg swings in front. So again, this is probably even easier or better with something in front, but if you don't, just cross the leg right in front, right? This is a little bit of inner thigh, outer thigh, calf even, in a different direction there. A little bit of the sweep the leg. Soccer kick for football folks here. Gonna switch to the other side. That was directed towards the Latino folks. No, you don't look at. Actually, I think yeah. Never mind. Sorry, guys. I was being prejudiced.
Never mind.
The Aussie football. It's the Americans. Why do we call it soccer? What's our problem? It's football. It's a foot.
It's football.
I know. I think the argument is that American football, should be called hand egg. That's the best thing I heard. Shape of an egg, you use your hands. Boom. All right, guys. Shake it off there. A little bit of jumps here. Pogo. We're feeling really good. Try to drop it down a little bit lower. Fast feet. Chop them out a little bit. Move around. Good. Shake that all off. Take a few deep breaths here. Thank you guys so much for coming by. If Sergio and Saul have a little bit of time, if you guys want to stick around, I would love to hear their sparring story. Otherwise, of course, thank you so much for joining. That was awesome. So much fun. Gym looks awesome. You guys look awesome.
You guys are great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sergio, Sal, you guys look good. Studs.
Thank you.
Adnan. Sergio, great job, man. Andrew, great job.
Thanks, guys.
I want to hear about the Spartan.
Yeah, thanks, Colin.
It's hot.
Yeah. 95 over here.
Yeah.
More.
When did you guys do it?
Right before this, so like around 4:15.
Today?
Yeah.
The hottest day ever.
Yeah. I know. We set it up and it was like, oh, well.
Just- I texted Sal like 20 minutes before. I was like, yo, are we still doing this? He's like, yeah.
What was it? Was
What's
it an actual race or was it virtual?
The virtual one. The one that you guys did. We did the
Oh,
sprint.
okay.
It's their own virtual.
You guys just did it. Did you do all the same exercises?
Yeah.
Like the whole same thing?
Yeah, sure. No, yeah, we did.
I did 10 of everything.
What do you got on
Yeah, we did as well.
video?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did it too.
I did it twice. I did it twice. I did it in the
rounds.
morning and I did it in the afternoon.
One
We'll do
round,
it tomorrow
two-
morning too.
We went to like midnight or something.
We started the GPS and I had Sergio driving around.
We just rode our bikes pretty much.
Yeah, we were riding bikes. We were taking turns on the handlebars.
Yeah.
Nice.
Good job, guys.
Thank you.
Great work, buddy. See you soon. Kick ass, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Love you guys. Take care, man. Be great.
Bye, Jody.
Bye, Holmes.
Professor, thank you so much. On the anniversary. So awesome.
Bye, Professor.
Yeah. Peace.
Later, Sergio.
These guys.
Good job, man.
You. You too.
Close it up.